Sorry about that technical stuff. My phone started buzzing at the wrong time. Great when you're going to go live and your phone goes off. So welcome to the broadcast. I'm Anna and this is Derrick. I'll introduce myself first. I'm a designer. I trained in textile design and have expanded into graphics and surface patterns since I graduated. And a while back, I was talking to a Facebook expert about developing my business, and she suggested I started sharing my expertise with others. Now, initially that conversation was a bit like being hit by a truck, but because it just wasn't where I was at with where my business was, I was planning to go. But a few months on, I had a few courses under my belt, and now I'm launching 3 more. So Derrick has been involved with some of the courses. So he's done two out of the 3 new ones. So let me introduce you, Derrick. Welcome, and tell us a little bit more about you and about what you do.
Hello, I'm Derrick. So in the middle of last year, I completed my degree in interior design. Due to the circumstances that are going on right now, I really struggle to find employment in my chosen field. So I thought instead of sitting idle and doing nothing, I'd seek some new knowledge. So I've been learning different types of designs, and I've been doing a bit of freelance graphic design work and learning more and more about graphic design.
Fabulous. I'm just going to show everybody one of your pictures, because this is something that was from your portfolio, and he's a fabulous designer. So that's just a little something to show you what he's been up to. So over this broadcast, we're just going to chat about the free webinars that are coming up about intellectual property over the next 2 weeks, and where Derrick and a couple of other designers are joining me. And we're also going to have conversations from Hallam. He is a trainee solicitor who works at Virtuoso Legal. Now, that's a specialist IP or an intellectual property firm, and they regularly come across issues with the designers and artists who need their help. So you may or may not know what IP is about, intellectual property. So we're going to just watch a little preview, and that will give you some idea. So Derrick, let's chat a little bit about you. You graduated a year ago in interior design, and tell everybody what you learnt about intellectual property during your degree.
During my time in university, the amount we learnt, the amount of time we spent learning was minuscule. I remember once during a lecture, we kind of brushed past it. I think the time was around 5 minutes, if that. So it was an incredible sort of small amount, and nothing really was taught that would help me in the professional field and advancing with my career.
Yeah. Well, you know, Derrick, I did a degree a while back, not a year ago, a lot longer ago than you, and a Bachelor of Science degree in textile design. So we did a lot of technology and a lot of business within the degree, but we learned zero about intellectual property. Absolutely nothing. So in the webinar, we're going to talk together with the other designers about their good and bad experiences with IP in their creative endeavours. And this webinar is topics are explained in the Beginner's Guide to Intellectual Property course. Now, you've completed that course, Derrick, and tell me, did you find it helpful?
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
I definitely found this course helpful. One thing that stood out to me was there was information on the importance of being educated in intellectual property. I mentioned before, doing my course, I had little knowledge on intellectual property. The course showed me the importance of knowing it so that you prevent others from violating your own work, as well as so that you know not to violate other people's work. And that'll help keep you out of trouble, essentially. Another thing that stood out to me is that the course informed me on the steps to take in order to protect my work. So what I need to do in order to know that my work is safe and not violated. And also there was a lot of information about the changing world and how the different protections changing due to the changing circumstances.
Yeah, that's right. Yes, Brexit had quite an impact on the design world. One of the challenges of leaving Europe.
Yeah, definitely.
One of the things we were chatting about earlier was the fact that IP doesn't just cover, people copying a work. For me, I was owed some money by a company, and they were making lots and lots of excuses about not paying up. So I ended up getting my solicitors involved, and they ended up writing a letter to them and stating that they were using my intellectual property without permission, and they were in breach of my intellectual property rights. And within 5 minutes of them receiving that email, I had a payment plan come back to me for it. So it has much wider implications than just using your work or copying your work and that kind of thing. So Derrick, you're early in your career, but has doing this course helped you and been able to avoid potential pitfalls in the future? Can you hear me, Derrick?
The course has been really beneficial for me in this sense. Yes. Hello?
I'm here.
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me? What's technology doing? Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Go
Can you
ahead.
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh no. Yeah.
Keep chatting, we can hear you. Yeah.
So I was saying this course has been really beneficial in ensuring that of intellectual property in the future. As a young designer, I feel like people will tend to assume that you're ignorant in the matter and will try to take advantage of that. If you don't know much knowledge on IP, then I feel like it would be easy for the people to actually take advantage of you. So the fact that I have completed this course has expanded my knowledge on it, and it means that I feel like it means I'll be less susceptible to being exploited in the future by people in the industry, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. And I think if you're a young face in the design field, people can think they can take advantage of you, but with this knowledge behind you, you're savvy, and you can actually just say, actually, no, I don't agree with that, or that's something that I'm not prepared to do.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that you've been able to complete it. So that's the first course that we're doing, and that's the 2 webinars coming up. I'll just show you the details on those. So if you are interested, or if you know people that are interested in the design field, I've tailor-made this course towards designers and artists specifically. It does cover other things that other people might be interested in, but mainly for designers and artists. So that is covering the issues of copyright, trade secrets, registered designs, patents or patents, community designs, trademarks and moral rights. So all that is covered alongside a lot of other things. So also, Derrick, you have completed one of my other courses, and we're just going to show people what that little preview is about. That's file types and sizes, which I've geared again towards designers, but in actual fact, a lot of people that just work on a computer every day would benefit from watching it. So let's just watch a little preview. Derrick, you've grown up in the digital age, but you still said that you found this this course of help to you. We're a lot working with technologies today. Can you hear me, Derrick?
Definitely.
Go on.
Yeah.
Cool.
So some of the things that were in this course were covered in my degree, but we don't have any proper time allocated to learning these things. So I feel like some of the things in the course I learned by chance through one-to-one conversations with our tutors. There were a lot of things that were not covered in the course that I found really insightful and helpful, and I'm glad that I learned them because I feel like as a designer, I'd like to branch out into different types of design. I don't want to be restricted to like graphic design or interior design. So I feel like this file types in a whole wide range of different things. So I thought it was very insightful to me to elevate my work and useful for not only designers but other people because even applying for jobs and stuff, certain recruiters will require different file types. So I think
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
it's to what these are and how to use them.
I'm pleased. I'm pleased. We're just going to touch on the last course briefly. I'm just going to show you a short video. We're not going to talk about that today, but I'm just going to show it so you know what the other one is that we're doing. So I'll just will show you that short video. So that's another course that I'm launching at the moment. And I'm just going to show you just the different things that are available at the moment because the IP course, it comes in various options. So the file types and sizes that we've talked about, and that was, you've just seen the top 30 time saving and social media tools. That one is launching as well. And the beginner's guide to intellectual property, there's versions of that, but the intellectual property webinars are free and they're coming up this week and next week. And if you know designers, you can pass on the details. There's a download that they can have for free. 10 reasons intellectual property is important. So that's all that's happening at the moment. Just going to come back so we can see everybody. So I just want to say thank you, Derrick, for joining me today. I want to say thank you for those that have joined online and those that are watching it later. And Derrick, I will be catching up with you for the lives, for the webinars. And I just want to say thank you, everybody, for being part of this. And if you can pass on the details to people that you know, there might be other people that along the way that find out about this sort of stuff that can help them as well. So Derrick, thank you very much for joining me. And we're just gonna have a little outro and we're gonna say goodnight.
Thank you for having me.